Hello, in this video, you'll get to learn about the magical powers in your hands, in your fingers. Today, we're going to talk about mudras. If you don't know what mudras is, it's a Sanskrit word. The meaning is to be able to seal the energy inside. So you do some locking of fingers which can retain or dispel the energy through your body. So some of you might be thinking, if the mudras, do they really work? And how long does it take for the mudras to fix your problem? Now that depends on how severe the problem is. The small problems can be fixed faster, but it takes patience. Now my question to you is, do the drugs we take really work? So although it seems like the drug has worked, but it's not really working, it's just suppressing the symptom, and that's not what we want. But what we're doing with the mudras are we're fixing the problem in the subtle body directly, and then it takes a little time for the physical body to get aligned with the subtle body. So my friends, have some patience, and most importantly, have faith. What this knowledge does is it creates concept in your mind. When the mind starts believing in something, it starts working in your body. You are the placebo. See, I want you to think about our body as a musical instrument. See, just like a ukulele. If I hold the ukulele here in this chord, it sounds different. If I hold it here, for example, it's totally different if I hold these two chords. So, as I'm holding different chords, it's making different sounds. So it's same with our body. When we know what we're doing in a ukulele or a guitar, we can play this instrument very gracefully. Otherwise, if we don't know what is what, then it's difficult to be able to play the instrument. Same applies to our human body. So when we know about the secrets of our human body, we can navigate this existence, this physical existence, in a more graceful way. And today we're going to talk about the biggest secrets which is sitting right in front of your eyes. It's your hands and the use of mudras, the use of certain hand positions which can align your body with the universe, which can align your body into a state of flow. See, if I have to explain spirituality in one line, it's about being able to balance the elements of existence within your human body. And you might say, why would we want to engage our hands in different weird positions? Because we want to be able to align our energies in a certain way. So all the secrets are right here in front of you. So let's learn all the secrets of your fingers and position so you can play your body instrument in a more graceful and more effective way. You ready? Alright, the first secret is it all comes down to elements. In the last videos in Swara Yoga and Kundalini Yoga, we talked about the masculine and feminine aspect of who we are, controlled by the right nostril and left nostril. A lot of really deep knowledge there. If you haven't watched those videos, check out this link in the description. Don't watch it right now. Stay for this video and later on you can come back. So in Swara Yoga, we talk about how for a particular situation in hand, we can generate a certain aspect of who we are. If I have a physical demanding situation in front of me, I want to be able to engage my masculine self by engaging my left brain and by engaging my right nostril, which controls the left brain, and vice versa. So as we go into those videos, we realize that it all comes down, the whole chakra knowledge, if you have it, it all comes down to the elements. They say the whole existence, universe, is all a combination of 5 elements. See, nowadays we have periodic table in chemistry. I remember learning about periodic table. I think there's around 115 elements in the periodic table. If I'm wrong, can you, if you know about it, maybe you can comment about it. But back in the day, 3,000 to 5,000 years ago, they only used 5 elements to explain the whole existence. See, they say the whole universe is made of these 5 elements with different proportions. So what are those 5 elements? Let's start with the thumb. This is how my guru explained it. See, if you consider your thumb as fire, this is your ambition. Then comes the first index finger. Now think about this. If you tell somebody to keep shush, shh, so you can remember it, the air element. Third one is your space element. See, space is your longest finger, just remember that. Now comes earth element. Earth element is your ring finger. So think about when we have a wedding in India or anywhere in the world, actually, this ring finger is used for grounding somebody. So earth, the characteristics of earth is grounding. And I'm going to tell you that each element has positive characteristics when it's balanced, or a negative characteristics. It's called poison when it's imbalanced, whether it's over or under. The last one, pinky finger, is your water element. In India, we used to go like this if we had to go to the toilet, so you can remember that. So this is your water element. Water has to do with your emotions, and all these 5 elements are part of the chakra system. Now, as you align these fingers in a certain way, you can balance these 5 elements in your body. And once you start getting better at this knowledge of your elements in the body, you have attained a certain level of alchemy. You can change the body according to the situation you're indulging in. See, let's talk about these 5 elements. Earth is represented by solidity. It is represented by grounding. It's the force that creates binding to certain things. And water has the characteristics of fluidity. And it's not just H2O, but any liquid. And it has a characteristics of being able to pass through any difficult circumstance because it can mold itself. So it has this fluidity. Fire has the characteristics of warmth, transformation, ambition. Air is represented by moves and change, ideas. Space represents emptiness, and it's usually represented by your spiritual growth. So if you want to grow spiritually, then you would be using that space element a lot, the longest finger. Now, we just talked about when these elements are balanced, the characteristics. What happens? What are the poison? So let's say your fire element is too much, then the drive, the motivation is going to become irritation for you. When the air element is too much, then the change and ideas are going to turn into anxiety. When the earth element is too much, then the same groundedness would become laziness for you. And when the water element is imbalanced, then the same fluidity would become depression. And when the space element is too much, then the same emptiness can become crowded with thoughts. Now, if you think about, we have 5 senses. Now, each element, 5 senses, 5 fingers, and 5 elements. Now, each element has a certain sense associated with it. The earth is associated with, think about it. The earth is associated with smell. Your smell got activated first as you took this human birth, as you came into the infant's body. And that's why it's called a primal sense, smell. It can bring a lot of memories from the childhood. And the second one is water element. And the sense associated with your water element, think about it. Water helps you taste saliva. If there is no water in the mouth, if it's dry, you can't taste anything. So water is associated with taste. And each element, again, has a chakra associated. We'll go into that. So the third element is fire. Fire is associated with the sense of seeing. If there is no fire, there is no energy or light. You cannot see that thing. So fire is associated with light, seeing. The fourth element is air. Air is associated with touch. When you can feel the breeze on your skin, it activates the touch. Fifth element is space. Now, space is associated with hearing. Any hearing problems you have are mostly 99%, they say, because your space element is overactive or underactive. And the space is associated with your hearing. If you read about the science of sound, the sound needs space to propagate. It's when the air is compressed like this, we hear something else. When the air is compressed like this, we hear something else. But the sound needs the space to travel. So that's why the space is associated with sound. I hope this information is helping you. I'll divide this video in different parts so it's easier to digest the information. So this is the first part. If you have any questions, we'll get into the second part. For now, if you have any questions in this video, in this series, please leave it in the comment section below and see if you can learn, gather information through different sources. And in the next video, see if you can get ready for mudras, hand gestures. So my name is Abhi and I help you create the life by design. Namaste and peace.